So, hi, I'm Nikoleta, and today I'm going to talk to you about a little project I'm working on, which is accessing open research literature with Python. So, why this is important? I'm a PhD student, and I came across a PhD illustrator guide by Matt White. So, I'm going to really fast going to explain you what this image is. So, let's say the outer circle is all the human knowledge is contained within the circle. And I want you to trust me in this one when I tell you that during my master's, I can go all the way to here. So here's the primary knowledge when I'm expanding in a circular way because I'm being taught so many very different things. But then I'm varying only to a specific direction once I do my bachelor and my master's. So how do I get from here to the boundaries of the human knowledge? How do this leap of faith? So this is something we call in academia literature review, which we study everything that everybody has done before you in the same field from the beginning until yesterday. So where do the articles live? How do I get them? How do I read them? They live in something called scholarly databases that they live on the World Wide Web. And there are two ways that you can communicate with the database. You can manually go to their website and click and search, or you can actually talk to something that is the API. So the API is a protocol, and what the API allows you is from the user to talk to the database straight away. So for an example, I recently went to Namibia, so before I go down there, I decided to do a little research about the research that's going on down, and that's a query. This is how we communicate with the API. It has the standard URL, and then I just say, okay, I want entitled to be Namibia, and then I want a number of 100. So what this will return you is not exactly the text, is not the entire article itself, is the metadata of the article, which is the author, the year, and stuff like that. But there's not only one API, there are more APIs, and you can see that the APIs are different. The query, the syntax of the query is different for each API. It's not only the syntax of the query, but it's also the result themselves. The XML file is what the API returns you, which is a markdown language that holds the data. So what do? Do you learn to talk to each API and you go around pinging them? Well, for you to not do that, I created something that is called Arcas. And Arcas is an open source Python library, and what it does is the translator. I only talk to Arcas in one language, and this little guy will talk to everybody else on my behalf. This is a small script to how you use Arcas. I can give him the arguments in a dictionary, which is not, this is going to change sooner or later. And here you can see is just a simple piece of code. This can be written better, but I'm doing this just to explain you what's going on. I'm creating an object of the IEEE. I'm going to create the URL, which is different syntax for each API. I am going to ping. I'm going to get my response, and then I can get the article out from the response from the XML file. If I want to do that for more than one APIs, then all I have to do is create a loop here and go loop through the APIs and then loop through each article and split it into a file. What Arcas returns you, it's a JSON file, which looks really scary. I don't want to scare you. And all I want to emphasize here is that no matter which API you ping with Arcas, it will give you the exact same results, JSON file. This is what the library looks like. There is the tools file, which contain functions that are used from all the APIs, and then for more specific functions, like we said, the query, the syntax of the query, and how to parse the result, live within each folder for each API. Each folder is being tested, and also if you like to help, contribute, and see how you use the library, I also are creating the docs. There are the docs. So it also uses a command line tool. So I can all I can do is I can press H and I can see all the help that I need. So that's what I'm working on right now. So like I said before, it's a library, so you only have to talk to Arcas, and Arcas will talk to each API for you, so you don't have to. And here's the GitHub repository if you'd like to help. And that was all. Thank you.